This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Zot! Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Pinky and the Brain, brought to us by Warner Bros. Television Animation and Amblin Entertainment. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm the Big D, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is the animated spin-off direct from Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, premiering on the WB network on September 10th, 1995, as one of the first shows to premiere on the Kids WB block on Saturday mornings. Though it did air on Fridays at times, since its predecessor aired on weekdays. Anyway, of course, characters were created by Tom Ruegger, who of course also worked on Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventures, and also worked as a writer for other cartoons before this. This was also the first animated TV series to ever be presented in Dolby Surround. And due to its popularity on Animaniacs, those two got their own show. Now, of course, if you never saw my Animaniacs video, I'll go ahead and just give it to you heads up. But if you know of this series, good. The titular characters of Pinky and the Brain are genetically enhanced laboratory mice who reside in a cage in the Acme Labs research facility. Pinky is good-natured but feeble-minded, while Brain is highly intelligent but arrogant, devious, and bitter. In the bulk of each episode, Brain devises a new plan to take over the world with Pinky's assistance, which ultimately ends in failure, usually due to the impossibility of Brain's plan, his own arrogance and overconfidence, and oversight on his part, Pinky's bumbling, circumstances beyond their control, or a combination thereof. Now, this formula has some exceptions that happens each week as Pinky and the Brain do what they can to take over the world. Now, one centers on a new character introduced in the series, Snowball, who plans to take over the world using Microsponge, a parody of Microsoft. Another episode features Brain's single day where he tries to do anything but take over the world, and in the end, a group of people votes that he should take over the world on the one day he does not want to. In common with many other Animaniacs shorts, many episodes are in some way a parody of something else, usually a film or novel. Many of the episodes occur at Acme Labs, located in a large American sea underneath a suspension bridge. Several episodes take place in historical times, with the titular characters in the laboratory of some scientifically minded person like Merlin, H.G. Wells, Ivan Pavlov, and Johann Gutenberg. There is very little continuity between episodes outside of the common fixtures of the two mice, though some plans for world domination from early episodes are subsequently referred to in later episodes. For example, Brain's mechanical human suit that was first used in the Animaniacs short Win Big when Brain appeared on a Jeopardy parody game show called Jeopardy reappears when Brain faces his rival known as Snowball. Yes, who I'll get to in a bit. Both Pinky and the Brain plain white mice kept as part of Acme Labs' experimentation have undergone significant genetic alteration per the show's title lyrics. Like, which I now know the words to. Their genes have been spliced. For example, that line, which gives the two mice amplified intelligence over that of a typical mouse, the ability to talk to humans, and anthropomorphism. In the episode Project Brains suggests that the gene splice occurred on September 9th, 1995, which is coincident to the first full episode of the series. The episode Brainwashed states that the gene splicing was done by Dr. Morto, along with Snowball the hamster and Precious the cat, using the Acme gene splicer, a bagel warmer, and a hot dog steamer. Although Pinky and the Brain plan to conquer the world, they do not show much animosity. There was actually a Christmas special where Pinky even wrote a letter to Santa Claus saying that Brain had the world's best interest at heart. Yeah, this was always a fun little series. I never did see it though. I did stream the first episode years back on Hulu when it was originally free, but well, it just didn't catch on with me. But just more recently, I gave the show another chance, and now I have watched the whole series. This series did last for 4 big seasons, with 65 episodes produced and aired, and with an overall total of 96 segments. The show ended on November 14th, 1998. Now, the two main characters are voiced by the same actors as before in Animaniacs. The Brain is voiced by Mari Schlamarsh, who, of course, most people remembered as the voice of Egon Spengler from The Real Ghostbusters and lots of other cartoons. Yes, he still does a great job. He looks and sounds like Orson Welles. And of course, as for Pinky, of course, he's voiced by Rob Paulsen, who, of course, was still voicing Raphael on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was now in its last season. He still continued to voice Yakko on its predecessor, Animaniacs. Yeah, and the show starts just like with the intro does for their original Animaniacs shorts. Jay Brian, what you want to do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Trying to take over the world. Yes. Believe me, every episode provides all sorts of fun-filled hystericalness and absolutely incredibly craziness. It still has some of the famous lines though. Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Well, I think so, Brain. Yes, and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah. But then he says a silly kind of thing. But anyway, he's also well known for such those verbal tics such as North and Zot and Point and Draws. The last of which he started saying after noticing it was Zord reflected backwards in a mirror. Of course, while Brain is short, has a crooked tail and pink sclerae, and speaks in a deeper, more eloquent manner. Pinky is tall, has a straight tail, blue sclerae, that's eyes, and a severe overbite, and speaks in a high-pitched voice with a Cockney British accent. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty funny and why have you. Really something. Now, there were many recurring characters on the series. First off was Brain's former childhood friend turned rival, Snowball the Hamster, who was voiced by the legendary British actor Roddy McDowall. As this would actually be one of his final performances, because he sadly passed away just right after the series had ended. But of course, he's appeared in lots of movies and what have you, in films like the Planet of the Apes franchise, as well as the original Fright Night and its sequel, and lots of others and what have you. Now, of course, he also appeared in um, a couple episodes of Batman as the villain, the Bookworm, as well as also appeared in the Planet of the Apes TV series, and also on numerous TV shows. He had recently lent his voice to shows like the cartoons such as The Pirates of Dark Water, Darkwing Duck, SWAT Cats, and many others. He was also the voice of Jarvis Tetch, the Mad Hatter, in Batman the Animated Series before this. Anyway, he voiced Snowball in 6 episodes. Yes, that's really something. Okay, now for the rest of the characters, we have Billy, voiced by Tristan McNeil, who of course voiced Dot on Animaniacs. She also voiced Gadget and Chippendale Rescue Rangers and Babs Bunny on Tiny Toon Adventures. She's a female white mouse and yet another result of gene splicing. She's smarter than Brain and also has the goal of world domination. Though Brain loves her, she fancies Pinky instead. Then there's let's see, and then of course there's the white Mayor, whose voice vocal effects were done by Frank Welker, and that was Farfig Newton, who actually did appear in one of the episodes of Animaniacs, as a matter of fact. And Larry, a white mouse who's voiced by Billy West, who was created as a response to demands from Kids WB executives to include additional characters on the show. And his presence is though sporadic, as the writers of the show believed that including an additional character would ruin the chemistry between Pinky and the Brain, as they work best as a comedy duo. Thus, a third character would be out of place and unnecessary to the plot. Yeah, and of course, he's a character of Larry Fine of the Three Stooges. There were other characters that have appeared on the series, have included both of Brains and Pinky's parents and the duo's son, Roman numeral 1, or Romy for short, another white mouse who was the result of a cloning mistake. Episodes also include recurring caricatures of celebrities, including both, well, the then president at the time and First Lady Bill and Hillary Clinton, as well as David Letterman, Dick Clark, Drew Carey, uh, Don Rickles, Michael Keaton, Randy Macho Man Savage, heck, even the Allman Brothers Band, and Jack Black, David Cross, and Jim Neighbors as Gomer Pyle, and Christopher Walken, as was common on other Animaniacs cartoons. Yes, some Animaniacs characters did make some cameos, especially in the final episode of the series called Star Warners. But anyway, I've got to say, the show was just so hysterical. Like, even after the show's ending, the show would be, well, the two would be back the following season and a spinoff with the crazy gal of Tiny Toons fame, Elmira Duff, in Pinky Elmira in the Brain, which I haven't seen. But I'll save that for a future episode, though. Anyway, the show did very well. It later did get rerun at times, unfortunately, I think it was rerun on Nicktoons. I'm pretty sure it was, but it never was re-aired on Cartoon Network, though. Not that I can recall, anyway. The show went on to win several Emmy and Annie awards. In '96, the series actually won an Emmy for Outstanding Children's Program for the episode A Pinky and the Brain Christmas. Yes. Anyway, this was really something in what have you. I must say it's really good. After many years, the two characters would actually return as primary recurring characters along with the Warner siblings in the recent Animaniacs reboot that aired on Hulu, which I haven't seen. I might look into it one day. But anyway, so there you go. There's Pinky and the Brain for you. I'm sure you know what they look like. But anyway, I'm not going to try and show much because I really don't want to get in trouble with the, well, you know who's again. So anyway, so just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to. But you know who Pinky and the Brain are and what they look like. But anyway, these two are absolutely a great comic team. I really love this show. After watching all 65 episodes, the series is currently available on physical media. I think, yeah, in separate DVD sets, and I think there's a complete series set, but I could be wrong. If you don't have those, the series is now currently streaming on Tubi, yeah, as they've gotten lots of great tunes, so network formerly on other streaming services. But now it's good to have Pinky and the Brain on there. If you like them on Animaniacs, and you're definitely going to love their series. It's absolutely very funny in my view. Now, some episodes do have short stories, while some episodes have one full story. But anyway, it's just so good, and the theme song will probably get stuck in your head as you'll see the words appear and what have you. Now, which reminds me, some episodes do have a little musical number at times, just like in Animaniacs. Like, for example, one song is where, well, Pinky singing about all kinds of cheeses, and the other with Brain singing about every part of the brain. Now that's really something. But of the whole, I found Pinky and the Brain to be so enjoyable. I think you'll really like it if you give it a shot. So anyway, what did you think of Pinky and the Brain? Did you ever see this show? If so, tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. And stay tuned tonight for the premiere of my review. Well, actually, spoiler-free review of Wuthering Heights, the 2026 film. So if you like this, check out these other vids. In the upper left-hand corner, you can check out my review, not a review, but my Saturday Morning TVLog I did not so long ago on another series that Steven Spielberg had given to us, and that was Freakazoid. Or you can go to the upper right-hand corner, you can see my TV log on the original series itself, Animaniacs. Or if you'd like another little bit of something that's fun filled with a little mouse from Spielberg, check out my review of his classic with Don Bluth in An American Tail from 1986 in the bottom left hand corner. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Jackie Chan Adventures. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.